Today I was driving, and there's a lot of homeless people here in Tampa and in Florida in general. And I was driving, and I see this, what looks like a dog, laying down by himself, on the sidewalk, but he's got a blanket over his head. And I said, fuck, that dog's dead. Somebody just left a fucking dog right there. That dog's dead. Like, it's a fucking big-ass fucking pit bull. And I was thinking it probably belongs to a homeless person. And I'm not, this video isn't about passing judgment. This is Kratom flavored Gatorade. But I said, whatever happened, it happened, okay? It's sad. But I was thinking today, I walked into a store, my friend that works there goes, hey, you gotta wear a fucking mask to be in here. And I go, what are you talking about? She goes, the mayor passed the thing saying that you have to wear a mask in order to, be out in like confined spaces. And I said, fuck. I said, really? And so I was thinking, like, listen, I can't afford, to get I've already, I've got all these cats that I take care of, I've got my cats. I've got a decent job. I just got a new place, I just got my shit together, I can fucking, play along to this stuff. It's just, it's just one of these things that, I'm going to have to just play the game because I can't afford that to be my cats because I'm in jail because of my fucking, foolish, not that it's foolish because I don't believe in any of this shit, but I just don't, I can't afford that to be like the cats here outside are my cats and they get, I'm in jail for 2 months or whatever the fuck and somebody's supposed to, whatever, I just can't afford that. So I'm going to have to pretend, Like, as much as I don't want to, I'm going to just have to play the game. And, I have to. There's no way around it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to. If I didn't have my cats, I wouldn't fucking care, but, it is what it is. So I'm going to probably have to start wearing a mask when I'll bring it with me. If they ask me to put it on, I'll put it on, and at work, I've already asked customers. Because going into people's houses, I've asked people, like, hey, do you want me to wear a mask? And 95% or more say no. Look at how hot it is here. That's sweat. That's how fucking hot it is here today in Florida. Oh my God, it's so fucking hot. I just got back from work. I'm getting ready to go take a shower. I just fed these fucking cats. So one of the cats had, we've got 2 new litters of kittens, okay? One's in the junkyard next door, and I noticed them like a couple of days ago. They're fucking so cute, man. It's just so cool how life is, and it's so innocent, and it's new, and the sky's huge to them, and every noise is a fucking, they don't even know. It's like they're like, like little aliens that just landed on Earth. They have fucking no idea what's going on and whatever, and friend or foe and all that shit. But I think their mom got hit by a car because 2 days ago I came home and there was a dead cat in the road that isn't one of ours and one that I haven't seen. I don't know, whose cat it is, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think it was the mom of these feral cats. And I was just thinking, it's in the road. And I was just looking at it, and this is life. Because this is just a carrier, for your soul. Like, this whole vehicle, all this shit is just to steer this soul to where it needs to go. Do you know what I mean? It's just a transport device because when you leave, whew, and this is empty and it falls on the ground like a fucking empty balloon, there's nothing in there. There's no more magic. There's no more magic in it. So, like that cat had magic, had life. And we take this life for granted. We take life and, you know, we practice abortion and kill each other and just do all kinds of stupid shit like we're something. You know, humans are so flawed. We are the fucking cockroaches of the universe, you know. But I picked up this cat and I just said, you know, I got it with the shovel and I dug a hole and I put it in the hole, and I really didn't like the way it was sitting, you know, and I said, I'm not going to just fucking throw this cat in a fucking hole and that will be it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not, okay? I don't fucking care. Like, I'm going to touch this animal, and I picked him up and I looked at him, and he's, you know, it's just crazy because he's no longer there. So all you're really picking up is meat and bone and gristle and, you know, biological material, you know. And I just said, though, I want to put him in the ground in a way where it's respectful. He's not just fucking thrown in there like, you know, like a fucking prisoner of war or something. So I put her, you know, straight up, you know, like so she was, you know, facing, okay. I covered her face, you know, last. And it just made me think, like, you know, you better, you know, like, our time here is limited. This isn't our forever home. You know what I mean? This here isn't our forever home, you know. So when I look at something, even when I look at my cat's eyes and their eyes change from light to dark or whatever for the darkness, I just realized, like, man, that is so fucking, like, I mean, it's so hot. The technology in a cat's eye is fucking like night vision goggles. Do you know what I mean? You know, and it's crazy to think that people think that that shit happened because we fucking, there was an explosion out of nothing. Explosions don't create stuff. They destroy stuff. You know? And there's just, it's just, proof is everywhere, but we're so, the proof is everywhere, but we're fucking, you know, like, we're immune to it. You know, and then we have, you know, women, you know, who have a very important job carrying, you know, making sure that humans can continue, and we put them in lingerie and make them, you know, fucking sing and dance. But men don't have to do that to be famous. You know what I mean? Like, we fucked up somewhere. You know, we found a way to fly and make it easier for people to go to places they've never been. It wasn't long before they put a fucking weapon on that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm just starting to think more and more my time here is going to be it's limited. This is I doubt there's fucking, I doubt there's 7 years, you know. I doubt there's 5. I don't know. There could be 10. I don't know, but I doubt it. I don't know if I'm going to make it through it. I don't know. I don't know what God has planned for me. But if it comes down to them telling me, listen, you have to renounce your Lord and Savior in order for you to continue to live here on earth, I'm just going to tell them politely, in the most Christian way I can, you know, to go fuck themselves, because there's no way. There's no way. There's just no way that's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because I've seen, you know, the evidence. I've heard from God. I've heard from Him. He's worked in my life. He's done stuff. He's put me places. He's done impossible shit for me. And I'm just telling you, like, there's just no way, you know? And there was a time in my life where I questioned all this, but I'll tell you, I don't know, there's been a long time since I questioned it, you know? I thought about, you know, yeah, there could have been an explosion. And then I thought, how could there be a light at night and a light during the day? Like, how the fuck would that happen? It wouldn't, you know? Like, it wouldn't happen. You know, like, people, I'm just telling people, you know, I don't care if you're sick of hearing this. I don't care if this only reaches 15 people and one person hears it and it sinks in, okay? people need to wake up and realize that the science and, you know, like the outer space bullshit and the dinosaurs and the monkeys and the Neil deGrasse Tysons and dude, at the end of the day, they don't believe in Jesus. That's really the main thing, okay? That's what they're doing, the Joe Rogans of the world. Why do you think he has a monkey in the beginning of his podcast going, ooh, ooh? Because he's basically saying, he's got the third eye and all that shit. He's basically saying, I don't believe that somebody created this place, you know? Or they believe, and they believe in the opposite team. So I'm just telling you, okay, as politely as I can, and I'm not saying to do this out of fear, but there's going to be a lot of people wishing that the story of Jesus Christ of Nazareth was a fairy tale. They're going to wish that God was a fairy tale.